Welcome to SnatchTalk. Oh, hello there, it's me, the Velvet Snatch, and we were at the all-important halfway point of Newcastle Drag Idol 2026 on Sunday. Week 3 was Teams Week, where our 10 remaining contestants had been paired up and had to work together to create a performance about what Drag Idol would be like in the year 2046, the 40th anniversary. After a pre-show by rusty showgirl Peer Pressure, including some very good live singing I might add, it was time for the show to start. Now, usually I try to skim over the judges' introductions, but this week more than ever they were an absolute treat. First out was of course our host Gladys Duffy, who took a moment to say hi to Drag Idol All-Star of All-Stars Jasmine Dick, who was in the audience, and will probably appear in a lot of my footage because of where she was sitting.
Hello Jasmine, I'm going to do the entire introduction only to you. Are you alright? Yes, I'm fabulous, yo, yes, queen.
Now, in a change to the norm, the first judge out was the sensational Parmo Queen herself, Penni T. Why? Well, because it was her birthday, and not just any birthday, her 40th, which in gay years is equivalent to about 90, I think. I mean, the only reason I'm still moving around is a combination of stubbornness and an unhealthy dependence on cheese. As she was serenaded by Gladys in the audience, Chris Howe brought out a cake and a balloon for her.
Happy birthday to you.
3 cheers for Betty's birthday, hip hip!
Hooray! Hooray!
Hip hip!
Hooray!
Oh, thank you, Rusty. Oh. For she's a jolly fellow, for she's a jolly good fellow, for she's a jolly good fellow, and nobody can deny.
I'll make a wish that this finishes quicker so I can get a McDonald's sooner.
That's for you, enjoy my darling, enjoy. Oh.
Miss!
40 stone today.
Do you know what? I've got my water there ready. Fuck it, it's my birthday. Can I have an amaretto and cup?
Yes!
But how did she feel about the theme this week?
I think it's a really clever theme. We've never really done anything where we've looked into the future. Thank you, Dan. Where we've looked into the future of drag, and I don't want it. Hello. That's predictable. I don't want to be predictable. I don't want people just all coming out and being robots. Do you know what I mean? There's a lot of stuff that we've seen, things like AI and stuff like that. Let's be clever about it. But more than anything, they have to work together in pairs.
You're no stranger to working in pairs down in Middlesbrough.
Yes, I thought you just meant because I am the size of 2 feet.
No, obviously not pears the fruit. You've never heard of that.
With Penny going on to say that she didn't want to see any showboating from our teams before downing her drink in preparation for the night.
So please make some noise. I was going to call out the birthday girl, but when you are 40, I don't think you can call them a girl.
Yes!
Plastique was out next with her own surprise for Penny, another cake.
Sorry, this is so awkward. I didn't realise that Chris had got you a cake. Apparently there's no such thing as a healthy cake, so I did get you a fruit cake so you can get all of your pie a day in one slice there.
That's lovely. What I'll do, Plastique, is I'll blow that one out and you can fucking eat that one.
But what was Plastique looking for from the night?
The thing is with Drag Idol, even if you look back 20 years, it's all still kind of the same, but there's been a nice natural evolution. So I would like to see, in 20 years, hopefully it's still the same kind of core of Drag Idol, the Drag Idol that you all love, yes?
Yes!
But what does that look like in the future? And I think this theme leaves so much up to the imagination of the contestants that I can't stand here and go, I'd like to see this. I want to see where their twisted minds have taken us.
Special guest judge Betty Thunderthighs was out next, looking incredible as ever, and with another cake for Penny. I loved this running gag, and it was good to see that Betty, as Gladys's drag daughter, was in on it too. Now, what did she think about the team's challenge?
I mean, I think it's really important to have a challenge like this because, you know, when you end up working as a drag artist and things like this, and, you know, you have to work together with some people.
I thought you said you have to, like you're forced to.
Yes, and then you have to work with others, and then, you know, and I think it's good because you can't always guarantee that the person you're going to be with is somebody that you're necessarily going to get along with. And so, no, I'm joking. So I think it's good. I think it's a good opportunity. Oh, leave it.
A little bit of shade there. Finally, it wouldn't be Penny's birthday without the humbling powers of the Queen of Idol herself, Miss Rory.
What the fuck's happening here?
Rory,
What do you...
you know, it's the fat one's birthday. What? It's the fat one's birthday. Did you not bring a cake?
Just look for a fuck to give.
It's
your birthday.
Yeah.
Oh,
Actually, Rory, don't you worry. I've remembered to bring one.
With Rory going on to wish Penny well in her own special way.
Hang on a second, just a second. So it's your birthday. When is it? When was it? Is it today?
It was on Thursday.
It's on Thursday, but like you, it's sort of stretched out. Is this an indication of your weight in tons or your age?
A little bit both.
Are you 40? My good, isn't... Oh dear, Penny. Isn't time a cruel mistress?
But it was all just a ruse, as Rory had actually brought her own cake for Penny, and it was a doozy.
I did not forget it was your birthday. I slogged Penny to Costco, and I asked them, could they write a message on the cake for you? And they said, we can't write that on a cake. And I said, well, fuck you and fuck the system, I'll do it my fucking self. So, and you might not be able to see, but what does it say on your cake, Penny? What have I written on in icing?
You fucking smashed it!
I've got no idea where you're going to put it.
Is that an O?
What?
On the U?
Oh no, I made the O on the U look like a little pig. So, I got wound like fucking Mary Berry, had withered hands and everything. I was sat there today with Chinese Alan having the fucking time of my life, honestly. So there you go, I'd kiss you, but you repulse me.
Now, if you watch the full video of the night, Miss Rory went on to give a really nice history of Drag Idol and the development of the Newcastle scene around the time, but this is something I really want to do a special episode about sometime, as there's so much to go into. After all the judges were present and accounted for and Penni T was 5 for 5 in cakes, it was time to get the show on the road, but not before I spoke to host and Northern treasure Gladys Duffy backstage about how she was feeling about the competition so far. Oh, hello there, it's me, the Velvet Snatch, and I'm here with our wonderful host for the evening, Gladys Duffy. How are you feeling about tonight in the competition?
Well, I feel for most things with my hands like this, but how am I feeling about tonight?
Yeah.
I'm excited. I think this is a really rogue theme.
Yeah.
This is a bit of a trend that we've had over the last couple of years of doing brand new themes. The future of drag, I think it's such an open book. Like, we have no idea what they're going to... Are there going to be bleak performances? Are we going to have hopeful performances? And of course, the fact that they're paired up as well could really cock it all up. A little bit like Penni T cocked it up for everyone last week as well. So I'm excited, apprehensive, because, you know, if you're working with someone that you don't quite gel with, has it worked, has it not?
Yeah.
So yeah, it's all to play for, and this is the crucial point, I think, in the competition.
Well, it's like a combination of all the different challenges we've had over the years. We've always had group challenges which have their own stresses, but then we've also got like long distance like partnerships here, and then we've also got a new theme.
Well, I think a lot of them as well are, at least in some way or another, not like exactly on each other's doorsteps.
Yeah.
So it's not exactly like cut and dry that they can just meet up and rehearse.
Well, I've seen like 2 of them that haven't rehearsed at all, so they're just doing it now kind of thing.
I can't wait to see how this turns out.
But how are you feeling about the competition so far compared to previous years? Because I didn't notice the lull in week 1, but then when people were talking about it, I was just like, oh, maybe.
It's so interesting to say because I've spoken to a couple of folk online, like Why She Black, who's a massive fan, and Charmaine Diamond White, who's another massive fan, and wonderful, wonderful drag acts. Go follow them on Instagram if you don't already. And they have said, they've seen a lot of the discourse about it being a bit of a, I don't want to say a less caliber or lower caliber year. Yeah. They've seen a lot of the discourse about it. Excuse me, sorry, I've got a very dry throat. But when watching it, and I agree, when watching it back, if you're not in the room, you can't really tell. Like last week was fucking phenomenal. Yeah. Can I swear on this?
You have.
Cunt. Yeah, last week was absolutely phenomenal. And I think we as a judging panel have sort of had a conversation to be like, let's embrace the moment and not maybe get a bit too bogged down in the nitty gritty of, oh, well, last year was really good, the year before was really good. Because yes, we've got a long history, sorry, boob. Yes, we've got a long history of this competition, but this competition exists in the moment. Yeah. And so we are taking one of these stars and turning them into the next big thing. So it's about who's in the competition now. It's not about years gone by, I think. And I'm really excited to see some of them grow because they are a bit greener all round, and we've said that before. So, and I think that's a good thing, though.
Well, I'm really excited for how it works because week 2 was so different to week 1, but it was the fact that like the people who were top in week 1 tended to be in the bottom, you know, in week 2, and it's just like this is the deciding week of going now
or never.
Fair, you know. But let's talk about yourself, though. Like, you know, you have been working so incredibly hard lately. Like, you have been in Manchester today, and you've just driven up back now.
Well, I've not driven. The wonderful Dan Shaw, though, the manager here at Rusty's, very kindly drove me. Yeah. So, yeah, it's a lot, but I mean, it's part of Newcastle drag history and all this shit. You know what I mean? It's part of the culture here, and it's really, really great to be involved. So I'd do anything to sort of make it here on time.
We're here because we love this competition. That's the same reason I'm here, you know? It's that idea of like being a big fan of Drag Idol.
Sorry, Miss Rory is distracting us behind the camera. Nice.
No, that's it. And can you give us any, like, when you came up with these themes, are there any other curveballs coming in future weeks?
Yes, there's one more massive curveball, which we still may or may not do. We're still up in the air about it. There was a debate actually amongst the judges as to whether or not this should be a teams week. Right. Originally, we were going to stick with the theme and maybe just do it as a normal week. Yeah. But we thought, oh, sod it, no, let's challenge these performers, especially since some of them are a bit greener and maybe they live a bit further away. Let's challenge them and see what they come out with. So yes, there is one more big twist coming, but I cannot tell you anything. But I would say... you won't see it coming. You won't see it coming. That's all I'll say.
Okay, and my final question is, obviously, last week we had mentors as the challenge. That was your first time getting to be a mentor since you became a judge. How was that for you?
I love it, but I do think even before we did mentors last week, you've got such a supportive drag community around them, and so people are being mentored in one way or another, whether or not it's by myself, Penny, Plastic and Rory. People have friends and sort of a community that they rely upon, not to mentor but to help and assist. And so getting to do that was fun anyway. But also, I mean, I do mentor people. For example, the guest judge this week is my drag daughter Betty. Betty Thunderthighs. Stacey Rector's another one. Tesco, when she was in the competition, I sort of mentored her. I love helping, because when I see talent in someone, I really would love to like watch them flourish or make them realize their abilities. And so getting to do that in the competition was just great. It was literally je ne sais quoi chef's kiss, which is French for is this over? No, I'm joking. No, it was really fun. It was good.
No, that's brilliant. No, thank you so much for speaking to me, Gladys Duffy. Good luck tonight.
Thank you so much. Oh, girl.
Bye.
Now, on to the performers. As pairs, it meant that we would only be getting 5 different performances, and so the time limit had been upped to 5 minutes. If you remember, each of the pairings consisted of one of the top 5 and one of the bottom 5 from the week before. So, what would they come up with? First up was Dixon, Stones and Trash as Dixon and the Dump, telling a dark tale of the future where Drag Idol is no more, Trash is the last remaining queen, and Dixon has accidentally frozen herself in a fridge and missed Teams Week.
I can't believe it's been 20 years since he had a Drag Idol. It was so rude to Dixon not show up for Teams Week. I'll never forgive her for that. Is that a fridge?
I think I'll need to use my rusty crowbar to open it.
Oh my god, hi Trash, how are you doing? Is it Teams Week already? I was feeling a little hot, so I just took a nap in this fridge.
No, Dixon. It's actually been 20 years since we were supposed to do our team's number, and you never showed up.
Together they had to find all of the judges and bring them back together. Plastique in her cave.
Okay, let's go. Scene change.
This is the cave I heard Plastique is living in. It says she likes this cave because it's dark and empty like her heart, and her personality, and her childhood. Look, there she is.
Plastique, we need your help. We're trying to bring Drag Idol back together. What do we need to do to make you come back?
You want us to run with you?
Penni T in the desolate cesspit that is Middlesbrough. No change there then.
Look, it's Penni T.
Penni T, we need your help. We're trying to get Drag Idol back together. What can we do to make you come back?
And Miss Rory in a fancy spa. It was a really silly number with tongue-in-cheek humour throughout. It had Dixon's fingerprints all over it, but with Trash sharing the spotlight well, bringing in
And all that trash
as a catchphrase, and the majority of it was lip-synced to spoken word, which is incredibly difficult and was handled well by both. Penny celebrated them on a good number and was glad to be able to give Trash some positive critique at last, after being a bit hard on her in previous weeks. But there was a little bit of drama when Penny asked the pair how they'd found working together, and Trash kind of threw Dixon under the bus a little bit.
I found working together pretty well. I'm not sure about you. It was iffy at first, I'm not going to lie, I was a bit scared.
Why?
It took a couple of days to get a reply, to the point where I didn't have to message Chris because I was like, what do I do? Finally got a reply, and then I took it from there. Thank you.
Ooh, now there's the tea. Oh.
You want to say something else?
I came to you with the concept.
Hang on, so you came with the concept, but you didn't get a reply?
I came with the concept on Monday.
Okay.
Monday.
Let's not throw a bunch of dog shit into the nice cake batter, Penny.
I will say I don't think Trash meant this to be harsh, it was just a little bit too honest, but I respect that they didn't just give the standard happy pageant answer. Plastique said it was very funny, liking that the jokes were shared between them and comparing it to a Monty Python skit. Betty loved the awkwardness between the pair of them, saying that it really helped the humour in places. But what did Miss Rory think of Dixon and Trash's version of the future?
Miss Rory, 20 years in the future, will you be in a mega expensive spa, just like Dixon and the Dump said?
I'd hope so. And I'd hope this evening to have a little bit of cake. But apparently we don't have a knife, but we could just pull the ones out of their back that they've just rammed into each other. Which I loved, by the way.
Going on to say that she thought it was top-notch, loving the characterization and story. Next came a late entry into the competition who we'd end up seeing a bizarre amount of after one too many bald jokes from the judges.
Why you do this to me?
I'm sorry. Yes.
I like that he looked upset like he's only just realised he's bald. What?
We saw the birth of Sissy Crissy.
Rory! That one Stacey. Oh, Stacey! She's my favourite, I love her.
Our next double act were Euphoria, Storm and Deena Hearts as Storm and Hearts. telling us of a future where we were all ruled by Supreme Leader Nigel Farage, or as I like to call him, how does Reform UK rack up £18 million in private donations and expect us to believe that there won't be a lot of corruption and corporate favours expected if they ever get into power? Or even, you can wear tweed and pose with as many pints as you like, you'll always be a greasy little grifter, or sometimes just milkshake magnet twathead. But I digress. Nigel Farage had made all drag illegal, with Deena and Euphoria having to go on the run.
Open up in there, we got reason to believe there's a couple of drag queens inside. No, just two Geordie studs here, man. Yeah, we're just two lads, snorting cool. And shagging sixes. Lads.
It was hilarious, including the comedy staple Benny Hill music and just so many daft jokes and interactions. These two just bounced off each other throughout, and the snippets of relevant songs and little dance segments were just inspired.
Alright, lads, where are these sixes?
You're right. We're tens.
Get them!
Run!
Fucking hell, I wish I had any less kitten heels on. Yeah, from Reborn, 20 years ago. Yeah, that's a bit shit, you
Did you just shit yourself? It'll make me run faster. Sorry, officer. Carry on.
Including a coked up Kate Bush section with my favourite joke of the night.
How big is this fucking hill?
It was standing ovations from Penny, Plastique, and I think Gladys too, and the audience loved it. Plastique adored the energy between the two of them, saying she was obsessed and that the number would be entering her Drag Idol Hall of Fame. But how had the two found it working together?
I will say it was a bit iffy at the
That's definitely a thing now. Betty was equally obsessed, describing it as high camp and loving the dynamic between them, but critiquing the quality of some of the voice recordings. Miss Rory, though, had a confession to make.
I forgot to do something, ladies, very, very remiss of me, and it was to stand up at the end of that. I was still taking it in. It was fucking multi-site entertainment, wasn't it? And I'm squeezed on the edge here because of your fucking shoulders. But never mind, it's all right. You're only here for this week. And I don't come out on a Friday. Not many people do, so says the till.
Going on to draw parallels to Thelma and Louise, loving the story and calling it all very well thought through, saying that this double act should continue outside of the competition. Finally, Penny loved it, saying that the last time she'd laughed so hard at a duo number was Skanky Candle and Lavender Love back in 2022 with their Human Centipede number. Next up, it was Week 1's Best in Show, Strawberry Fatcake Erotica, and Week 2's Best in Show, Vixen Valentine, coming out as the unidentified flying T-slurs.
This is an invasion. Please be alarmed, for we do not come in peace. After centuries of corrupting the feeble cisgendered human mind, we have occupied Drag Idol with the goals of obnoxious transsexualism. The doll agenda is in full swing.
Sarcastically transporting us to the future that transphobes and fear-mongering conservatives seem to think that basic human rights will result in.
Indoctrination commencing.
It was a nice mix of lip-sync to pre-recorded dialogue, lip-sync to song, and live mic work.
Hi, my name is X.
And I'm Y.
Those are the gendered chromosomes just don't help the toilets. And we're here to spread obnoxious transsexualism.
With the second section of the performance being where the girls invited Chris Howe onto the stage, or at least a stand-in played by wonderful Drag Idol veteran and local artist Kingdom, for mandatory transgenderization.
Remember to smile, Sissy Crissy. A lady must always smile.
The alien dolls took Sissy Crissy through makeup, wigs, breast implants, and a downstairs chainsaw surgery reminiscent of Leviathan's number from last year. It was messy and chaotic and hilarious. My only real critique is that Strawberry's mic was a little bit too quiet, and when she was turned away from the audience, I struggled to see or hear what was going on. Betty thought it was fucking amazing, saying that she thoroughly enjoyed it, asking Sissy Crissy how she was feeling after her conversion.
Sissy Crissy, can I ask, how are you feeling?
Beautiful.
Sounds like him as well, doesn't it?
Miss Rory described it as fab and madcap, praising the political commentary, but going on to criticise that they played the performance to the judges and not to the audience, with Strawberry having her back to the crowd and cameras for sections. How had they found working together though?
I really enjoyed it. I mean, in case you couldn't tell, this kind of was Strawberry's brainchild, but we did split it with the ideas of coming up with the track and adding in the different elements of creating Sissy Crissy. But I really enjoyed it.
Strawberry? Well, I don't usually like working with skinny people, because when we go to a meal together, I have to pretend I want a salad. But Vixen was amazing to work with. It was so much fun, and I feel like we bounced off each other pretty well.
Penny and Plastique complimented their looks in the number, bringing up the same critiques as Rory, but saying that the two had managed to pick things up whenever they'd started to dip. Our next duo was one I'd been very curious about, Chrystal, LaPelle and Alita Vodka, both contestants I'd loved separately, but how well would they work together over a distance and with their only in-person rehearsal being just before the show? To say it was weird would be an understatement. The story was our most believable of the night, and that is kind of terrifying, where censorship and corporate control had continued to seep into every aspect of culture.
Hi, good evening. My name is Brian Hargreaves, and I have been appointed by Alita England to oversee this attempt at a resurgence of Drag Idol 2046. As you know, Drag Idol and the like were all banned many years ago under Alita England's Straighten Out re-education programme, but following the glitter bombing of the Tyne Bridge last year, we thought maybe you people do need some sort of outlet for your creativity. So we're giving local drag another chance. Now, those of you who are old enough to remember the original Drag Idol format, you'll notice tonight is going to be quite different. I will be censoring anything that I deem to be inappropriate behaviour, because we don't want anybody to be offended. And also, we've only got one contestant, because competition does not align with Alita England's Equality in Entertainment Act.
This live mic bit with Chrystal as Brian was great, delivered totally deadpan and leading on to the introduction of AI Chris Howe, which was just a glittery mannequin head in a roller skate. But honestly, what the hell's going on at this point? And the singular contestant, a pint of squash, played by Alita. It was as mad as you'd expect, with a Nicholas Alita trying to perform amid censorship from Brian and constant changes to the permitted music and choice of wig. Eventually though, Alita seduced him, and like nearly all of these straight-laced conservative types, it wasn't long until Brian showed his true colours, swinging his, sausages for all to see. It was so messy and felt like a fever dream, and I couldn't stop laughing from just trying to follow what the hell was going on. Rory, after reminding the venue staff that she was still waiting to get some of the cake that Chris had promised them, asked the pair how it had been working together, but alas, there was no drama, and the two of them had just enjoyed the process. With Rory going on to ask about what all the unusual props on the table were for.
I forgot my line to say the judges were here in spirit only because there's only one contestant.
Oh, so these each represent one of the judges?
Please tell us which.
Penny.
Why?
We're no plastics, a jug of shit. And some hot sauce with sequins in it is Rory. Sparkly but a bit scary.
Okay. Oh, and that's just a wink from the number. Oh, wonderful. Oh, and I suppose I'd be the fucking clipboard. All right, okay.
Closing off her critiques, Rory said that the opening monologue was fab, but it had dipped after the main section started, admitting that it didn't pack the punch that she'd expected it to. Penny and Betty agreed, both needing the story explained to them, and with Betty calling out Alita for her lack of knickers.
One other tiny little thing that I would just like to address. Alita Vodka, please, would you put some undergarments on, okay? You don't have any underwear on. And you bent over and I got a face full of Reebok boxers, okay? I just had your underpants in me PS, right? And so just please bear in mind. I get that, and I was on the same page as you there, Betty, but she's just turned around and said it was supposed to be to do about being censored.
She was dancing with that dasher.
Was it, or have you just not got enough pairs of tights on? That's my question.
Go on, say something nasty back to her, she deserves it.
No, it definitely was.
That was so nasty.
And
Plastique, however, loved it, saying that she got the story, and while they had stumbled over each other a bit on the small stage, it was a good performance. Our final duo and two scene favourites were next, Alan Queer and Khloe Kennedy, telling a post-apocalyptic tale of a world where all drag queens, kings and theys had been transformed into flesh-eating zombies. Amid a dramatic voiceover, Alan stepped on as the singular uninfected drag king.
It's a nuclear wasteland. He hasn't seen anyone for miles. Same as when Plastique starts singing. And yet, he can see a crowd forming, and his ego will not let him realise it's an hallucination. There is a beautiful, heteronormative woman in this crowd. She walks up to him and introduces herself.
Khloe went on to give us a horror drag diva show, while Alan bled out at the back of the stage.
It keeps my veins hot. The fire's found a home in me.
With the now zombified drag king rising up and joining in later. It ended with Khloe fumbling in Alan's pocket for his heart and biting into it, squirting blood everywhere. I don't think any of the audience were hit, thankfully, but the damage to the floor, stage, rope barriers, and even ceiling was extensive. I'm not sure what the particular formula for the fake blood was, but hopefully it doesn't stain. All in all, it was a very meh performance. It was the weakest storyline of all the acts. The two performers only really interacted for the latter section of it, and I just felt that there was so much more that you could do with it. Like maybe even having Alan fall in love with drag zombie Khloe and try to cure her, but end up willingly joining her at the end instead. I don't know. It was just disappointing considering how good we know Khloe and Alan had been so far. Both Penny and Betty liked that it was something different from the pair, but it didn't really go anywhere, with Betty complaining about the amount of blood. Well, Plastique, as a big fan of zombie movies, felt that there were so many other things that they could have done with the story, expressing concern for Khloe's choice of shoes on such a thin stage. Miss Rory compared it to the TV show The Walking Dead by saying that it was very samey and nothing really happened, pointing out how Alan had just been dead on the stage for a chunk of it. Finally, Gladys had some kind words to say as Chris attempted to clean the stage.
I want to say something that I want to remark on, the judges maybe touched on a bit there. I thought it was really fun to see.
Oh, they'll never see him on the video. This one down here.
They fucking will, Chris. You can't edit this bit out. I'm talking to the kid. Quick, everyone, do something. Quick, switch orders so we can't change it now.
He looks like a beached seal, isn't he?
Quick, let's club him. No.
If only he was this efficient at cutting a slice of fucking cake.
Oh, God.
Chris, would you like me to wait? No, keep talking, fuck you. What I want to commend you both on is, Alan, don't touch me, you've got bloody fingers!
Said one lesbian vampire to another.
But before he left the stage, Alan Queerer had something that he'd wanted to ask her.
Yes, Alan, yes.
Why are you dressed as a furry?
Well, I changed my mind. I agree. I think it was shit you going home.
Oh, well, with that we'd seen all of our performers for the night, and it was time for the judges to make their decisions, which means that we're heading into spoiler territory now. So if you don't want to know which team came out on top and which two were in the bottom, please get out all of your craft materials and make dry pasta effigies of your favourite duo and show it to everyone you know. Then like, share, comment and subscribe and switch off. For the rest of you though, here was what happened. As Chris finally brought out the cake and the judges got a slice, the teams were brought back to the stage. After Gladys had announced that they'd all been judged as pairs rather than individually, it was Deena Hearts and Euphoria Storm coming out on top with a well-deserved performance of the week. In the bottom, however, were Dixon Stones and Trash and Khloe Kennedy and Alan Queerer, with Khloe and Alan getting last place. What did this mean for them though? Well, rather than both going home, the judges decided to do something a little bit shady instead.
DJ Chrystal, or as he's now been dubbed, Sissy Crissy, was made fun of lots this week. And so Chrystal has come up with his most cunning twist ever. In 20 years of Drag Idol history, we've never done anything like this. It's Penny's birthday party, and Penny, when she's celebrating something, likes to get bitchy. Are you enjoying your cake there, Rory? Are you enjoying your cake? Penny likes to have a good old bitch with her girls around her house. So, contestants, one at a time, we'd like you to choose. Who would you like to see and compete with for the rest of the competition? Khloe Kennedy or Alan Queerer?
It was really emotional, with Alan offering comfort to a visibly upset Khloe. She had nothing to worry about, however, as after each contestant had cast their vote, the result was unanimous. Khloe Kennedy would stay in the competition, and Alan Queerer would be going home. It was honestly really nice to see such a universal show of love and support for someone as lovely as Khloe. Although Alan did have some parting words for everyone.
Please turn and face them, my darling. This is the most brutal twist I think we've ever done in Drag Idol history, and you have taken it like a fucking man. I absolutely love it. Yes, Alan, what do you have to say?
Khloe, you are one of the nicest, kindest people. When I first met you, I was shit fucking scared of you. And you are someone that has brought out so much joy, so much love, so much happiness in this community. You deserve this more than fucking anyone. I am delighted to see you move forward. I'm a bit sad, but I'm always sad. That's why I'm on antidepressants. And also because I've got a mind. More. Go on.
Love yous. You're still a fairy. And I think it is such a rotten shame you did not get to live week. I'm so blown away. You are wonderful. I say queera, 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 queera. One more time, make some noise. Go on tonight, Alan, queera. I am...
Just brilliant. But what about next week? Well, there's a lot to get through for the 20th anniversary, and so for the first time ever, they'd be covering 3 themes at once. Each of the remaining 9 contestants had to draw from a hat whether they would be doing Disney Week, Icons Week, or Monsters Ball Week. Here's what everyone got. Alita, Vodka, Vixen, Valentine, and Trash would be doing Disney. Khloe, Kennedy, Euphoria, Storm, and Dixon Stones would be doing Icons, and Chrystal, LaPelle, Deena Hearts, and Strawberry Fatcake Erotica would be doing the Monsters Ball. Now, while it may seem like Khloe, Euphoria, and Strawberry were lucky in getting themes that are very suited to their established styles, I wonder if the expectations on them might be a lot higher than the others because of that. Plus, they were going to have their harshest critic present. The queen of Oscar's open drag night, Pebble Dash, would be the guest judge for week 4. Now, she knows these girls and what they're capable of more than anyone, and I doubt she's going to hold back. Let's see what happens. The show wasn't over yet though, as Gladys had one last trick up her furry sleeve, a full parody song in honour of Penni T's 40th birthday. It was brilliant, and rather than showing just a bit of it, I'm going to include the full thing at the end of this episode. Before the night was over though, I nipped backstage and got to chat to the wonderful Deena Hearts about the competition, coming out on top, and how she felt about the theme for next week.
Oh, hello there, it's me, the Velvet Snatch, and I'm here with one of our winners of the week, Deena Hearts. How are you feeling?
I feel fantastic. I can't take this win alone. It was a duo. Euphoria and I worked incredibly well together. It was 50-50. We bounced ideas. We just wanted to have fun. And I think towards the end of the week, we maybe started I certainly second-guessed the track a little bit because, you think... Is it as funny as we thought it was?
Yeah.
So going in, I wasn't entirely sure, but the judges really loved it, and the judges' comments were genuinely surprising. I could only have dreamt of that, really.
What was it? Was it like once you'd finished, you were looking back being like, oh, maybe that didn't land? Or because it's difficult to see audiences' faces, it's difficult to see the judges while you're doing it.
It is, and there was so much adrenaline. It's a bit like, do you know if you've ever driven somewhere and you get to the destination and you think, what just happened in the last half an hour? I drove somewhere and I didn't realize... Really, it was like I was spaced out and then it ended, and I just thought, I hope that went well, but I was somewhere else, but the judges loved it. We had fun, we enjoyed it, we've laughed, and that's been the most important thing.
I think that's it. Like, what was the creative process? Because obviously you are in different cities. Like, how you were so coordinated on stage together, and you never got to be in the same room as each other, did you?
We did.
Oh, okay.
We did, yeah. So yes, I live in Leeds, although I am originally from here, from Wales End. We met up yesterday to go through it, just to put it together, because we wanted it to feel cohesive and not just like, or messages of you do this and you do this. Wednesday we were in different cities. That was the first day that we had a proper FaceTime, and we were on for over 2 hours just throwing ideas and really just wetting ourselves, us thinking that we are hilarious. What does everybody else think? Because Euphoria and I are such different drag queens. We're such different, but we realised through that call that we've got similar senses of humour. We both have a background in theatre. Yeah, we're different queens, but it worked, and
it really, really worked though. And and I think that both of you rose to the challenge, and the fact that like you're saying, you've worked out, you put the time and effort in to be like, oh, we'll do this FaceTime, oh, we'll meet up in person during the week. Like, that's really special that you're putting that dedication into the competitions. But let's talk about you. Like, I was just chatting to your boyfriend who, did he sign up to be in this many performances?
No. We didn't want him to be the police officer at first because we wanted him to be in the audience and watch.
Yeah.
But when we met up yesterday, it just made sense to just get him in. So, really, really pleased to have him on stage, actually. He enjoyed it, and it was nice to be up there with him again.
Yeah. And he was saying to me that you haven't been doing drag for a long time.
If I think so, this would be my 5th time performing in drag. If week 1 was my first time, 5th time performing in drag.
That is... I'm genuinely taken aback because of how professional like week 2's number was, and like how getting top 3 for week 1 when that's like your 3rd performance ever. That is...
I think you can tell when you look at the mug closely. But yeah, you know what? We've all got to start somewhere.
No, it's absolutely incredible. Is there anything else that you'd like to mention about what your hopes for the competition? How do you feel about next week? Like, what did you get drawn again?
I got Monsters Ball, which probably, if Disney was my first choice, Icons would be my second choice, Monsters Ball would be my 15th choice.
Right, yeah.
But... you know, I'll make it work. Could be the week that I go home. We'll see.
Well, you've shown amazing versatility so far. So it's the fact of if you can be like sort of like a sort of drag diva week 1, you can be Diana week 2, and you can be. I don't know how to describe this.
I don't know who I was this week.
this wonderful view of the future. But no, thank you so much for speaking to me, Deena Hearts.
Thank you.
And well done tonight.
Thank you so much.
And that's your lot. Thank you so much for tuning in again, and I hope you've enjoyed this episode of Snatch Talk. Hopefully I'll see some of you next Sunday at Rusty Show Bar for week 4 of Drag Idol. Goodbye. Welcome to Snatch Talk. And Miss Rory in a fancy spa, why am I saying it like that? To the competition, who we'd end up seeing a have I just had a stroke? Bloody hell. Bizarre amount of. Yes. And the downstairs chainsaw surgery. And a downstairs chainsaw surgery. I wrote these words. Okay. Aspect. Sounds like a weird Pokemon. And you were just making noises, Belly. Stop it. I'll get you a pizza. Okay. Just stop talking. For Khloe's choice of shoes on such a thin stage. Khloe Kennedy is taking a tumble and Jack Plastique is laughing at her. It's not Jack Plastique, it's Plastique. I'll get told off. She'll kick me in the nads. They'd be covering three themes at month. Episode of Snatch Talk, and hopefully I'm just broken. I have no idea what's going on anymore. I don't know how long I've been here. What year is it? Is it the 40th anniversary now? Is it 2046? That's the year now. I've done so many takes. What? Goodbye, jolly good.
It's literally like a crematorium now, isn't it?
She's dying.
I love it. She's gone.
It was only 12 short years ago. The idol panel changed quickly. We were introduced to Penni T. A charming, chubby lass from Middlesbrough, sat legs akimbo in the middle seat. Ready for McDonald's, Penni T. All together now. Penni T, Penni T, Penni T, oh Penni T. Sat outside a primary school at 3:30. And when people make fun of her, to Gladys, Plastic or Rory, we say she's actually really nice. Penni T. And when it's time for a dance number, she'll chuck on the good old dungarees. She moves quick for a fat lass. Penny T, all together! Penny T, Penny T, Penny T, oh Penny T. Oh, you fucking smashed that! Penny T. Penny T, Penny T, Penny T, oh Penny T. Something, can you believe this young lady is 40? Now there's a musical interlude right now, which means we're all going to make some noise and show our appreciation for Miss Penny T! Yes! Miss Rory, as the Sermon on the Mount, do you have any kind words for Penny T?
Stop fucking eating!
Class Steve, what do you want to say to Penny T? So Mike. Betty Thunderthighs, this is the first time you've ever been round Penny T. What do you think of Penny T?
I don't want to do it again.
Audience, what do you think of Penny T? Yes! Darling, happy 40th birthday. It is like a crematorium. This is her funeral. She's not back next year. Penny T, Penny T, Penny T, oh, Penny T. Let's have a laugh with Penny T. Bechamel and cheese and chicken, deep fried till crispy. She's deep and heavy breathing, Penny T. And when people wonder why we are nice to this charming, lovely lady, it's 'cause her heart's as big as she is, Penny T. One more time, all together. Oh, Penny T, Penny T, oh, Penny T, oh, Penny T. Oh, Rusty's make some noise for Penny T. One more time. Oh, Penny T, Penny T, oh, Penny T. Rusty's make some noise for Penny T. Nothing without this beautiful 4-year-old lady. Take a bow. Penny T! Yes!
Your presence actually got me quite emotional, honestly.
Well, you are deceased now. Darlings, thank you so much for joining us one more time. Make some noise for Penny T's 40th birthday! Yes! We'll see you again, same time, same place, next week, Drag Idol, week 4, 2026. Ta-da, 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 have a lovely night, ta-da!